So, good day everyone. I'm Nika, and today we're talking about developing media literacy and critical thinking, a digital literacy lesson for grade 11 youths. So, through this lesson, we will learn to spot fake news and become more critical consumers of online information. Next, the lesson objectives is to identify credible versus non-credible sources, evaluate media for bias, credibility, and purpose, and lastly, use digital tools to share analysis of online content, and also be using key terms like bias, credibility, clickbait, and the CRAAP test and express opinions and support them with evidence. Let's start with a quick Kahoot quiz to test your existing knowledge about fake news and join the code or link. So the objectives is to actively or activate prior knowledge about the fake news. So now we'll watch a short video on how fake news spreads. Pay attention to the methods and use the impact with the jumbled questions. First, what is one way fake news spreads? Second, why do people share unverified content? And lastly, how does it affect society? Let's define some key terms. Media bias means unfairly favors one side. Clickbait uses sensational headlines to lure you in. And lastly, CRAP tests help us evaluate sources by clicking their currency, relevance, authority, and lastly, purpose.
Next, students will now read an article and analyze its credibility using what they've learned. They'll post their responses on Padlet, explaining their reasoning in relation to the CRAAP test. This gives them a chance to apply critical thinking skills in a real-world context. Now, students will then engage in peer review by responding to their classmates' Padlet post. They must share whether they agree with the analysis and provide a reason for their stance. This encourages respectful discourse and helps students refine their reasoning. Next is to check for understanding. Students will take a short Google Forms quiz covering media bias and the CRAP test. This will provide immediate feedback on how well they grasp the key concepts. It also helps the teacher identify areas for review or enrichment. Next is the summary and call to action. We wrap up with a strong call to action: be responsible digital citizens. Students are reminded to pause and evaluate before sharing information online. The hashtag #SpotTheFakes serves as a memorable reminder to stay critical. And finally, students are invited to reflect on what they've learned and share their biggest takeaway. They can do this on Padlet or Google Classroom to continue the discussion. This promotes reflective learning and reinforces the lesson's key messages. And that's our lesson plan. Thank you for watching.